Yes, well, good evening. This is Group A, and this is our session as well. We are doing the activity one. It's called the involvement of library automation. My name is Motelines Troy, and these are my colleagues as well.
My name is Melissa Bridget.
I'm Hamida Namidu.
Yes, these are our colleagues, and we are happy to do this as our activity. So, number one goes by and says that review the historical stages of the library automation and identify the key drivers of this change in the library. So this activity is going to help us basically understand and know where the history stages of the library automation key and the drivers are. Then number one, we are having the era and the period and the defined feature plus the key drivers. The number one is called the Emmanuel era. It started from 1970s to the 1980s. Well, this one started with Emmanuel card catalog circulation. Hope you know it, members. And its key driver for itself, it is growing student population made manual retrieval and shelving sustainability. What is its need? It was needed to reduce the repetitive clerical work for that era. Then we have the other one. It is called the early automation. By the time automation was introduced in the library, it started in, I think, was it 1980s?
Yes.
It's 1980s to the 1990s. It is called the integrated library system. For example, we have the MAC. It was included in this system, the MAC catalog. What is its key driver? The key driver, it is the falling cost of computing hardware. What was its need? It is the need for standardized bibliographic data exchange between libraries. Then we have the third one. It was the web-based one from the 1990s to the early 2000s. By that time, I was born, perhaps. Then it's called the online catalog, public access catalog. Yes, it is the OPAC. So we have different types of OPAC, but that's when the OPAC started. Then, what is its key driver? For this, for instance, it's spread through the internet like nothing. For example, it was in the time whereby internet boomed to the new babies of the 21st century. Then, what was its demand by then? It was for the remote access to work 24/7. You get to help these people analyze and catalog in a way that is independent from the manual script. Then we have the latest one, which is called the catalog integrated era. It started in the early 2010s, between 2008, around there came 2008, and then what is its feature? It is called the Library Service Platform, the LSPS. This one, it was included in the mobile phones, the computer system, how to engage with it, and so many so forth. Then again, we have something about it. What does it state? That's where the rise of smartphones came in. We had to engage with the smartphones. I remember the Blackberries. Hamida, hope you remember them. Then what was its need? The need, it was to cut the IT infrastructure costs through the cloud hosting and demand for personalization. Like the clouding costs were cut by then. Then lastly of this, we have the AI, and that was the RFID and the linked data. It started after the pandemic being boomed, that is the 2020. It is called the feature. Its feature, it is the RFID tagging. The AI enhanced by then. It was enhanced, it was propagated, it was made to an Altman best, because now we use the best AI so far. What is your best AI, Kim? I hope it's chat. Okay, now let's move forward. What was its need? The need for it, it was to make a smart discovery, basically, and a good experience as well, and also good self-service. The overall drivers of this, as a conclusion for this phase, we have the volume, pressure, the growing collections and student numbers, outcoming which are increasing the manual capacity. So the errors as included, the first one, we had a lot of information because of the growing students and the numbers of people who are trying to learn new things. The technology push, this technology has pushed us to analyze, to know, and also innovate new things. For example, we have the internet, we had the computers as well, we are having the mobile and the cloud system, plus the AI based. One of my colleagues here loves ChatGPT so much, so the AI based was included, right, Namteli?
Yes.
Okay, so let me conclude with these two: the user expectational pool. Students increasingly expect the same convenience from libraries that they get from customer digital services. Then something else here, before I conclude, we have the cost and effective or efficient pressure. Institutions seek to do more with a lot of static and shrinking budgets. In terms of, we have a lot of humongous data that is not into the metadata format, right, here in the main library. So we are trying to maximize that into bringing these systems into that. Then lastly, it is the standardization needs. It is the driven work frame of MAC, of RFID, of RBA. You get, through these web protocols, through the linked data, and aimed at making the library data reshaped and interoperable. Thank you.